Hi everybody and welcome to our Google Africa Digital Hero series. My name is Lisa and I'll be your host. And together with me today we have Gbenga, which is the account manager for Nigeria here at Google. And together we're going to talk about YouTube today. So Gbenga, my big questions today for you is why YouTube, but especially why YouTube for African SMBs?
Well, the big answer is why not? And I'll tell you why I think that way, for a variety of reasons. The very first one is positioning. I think it's relatively easier for brands, especially for even smaller brands, to position their brands online than it is to do offline. It's far cheaper to position your brands online, to put your ads in front of people online than it is on YouTube, than it is to do on TV, for example. And it's also better for you to do at scale to reach the kind of people that you want. So if you think about it, every time you put an ad on TV, you need to get to 1,000 or 2,000 people for you to get the 100 people that you really want.
Yeah.
Whereas with YouTube, you could go after the 100 people that you want from the very word go and you can engage with those people.
All right.
Another reason that's quite interesting is time spent online. Increasingly, we start to see that people are spending more time online than they're spending offline. So they're basically spending more time on their mobile phones, on their laptops, on their tablets, consuming content online, than they're spending time watching TV. And my favorite example is this. Listen, I'm African, and I know that, in my home in Africa, I don't always have electricity. So a lot of the times when businesses pay for ads that they should come to me, I'm not even watching the content because I'm not even there watching TV all the time. But if I am going back from work and I'm watching a video of, say, a football goal highlight, I'm on YouTube, I'm basically consuming content. So time spent is also something very crucial that we need to take into consideration, that people are spending more time online, on their mobile devices, on their laptops, than they're spending on TV.
That's a very good point.
And, I think the last one, which is my favorite, is engagement, which is, this gives brands, it puts power back in the hands of brands, and it takes away from media owners. It allows brands to be able to engage with people the way that they want. And YouTube allows you to do this very, very powerfully.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, you mentioned that YouTube is cheaper. Can
Yes.
you elaborate a little bit on that?
Absolutely. I think the very first thing when we talk about YouTube being cheaper is that we need to think about the cost structure. So if you think of sort of traditional advertising, TV and print mobile, what you do is that you pay for premium placement, and it doesn't matter how many people see the ad or who those people are. Whereas with YouTube, you pay for whom you want. You pay for everyone that sees the ad. So the cost structure is a little bit more efficient, to say the very least. And in terms of the actual absolute numbers, you pay everything from sort of 10 cents to around 40 cents in Africa. Cost per view, which is you pay for me or for you or for anyone when they watch your ad.
Well, that's great. So another question, you mentioned time spent. So you mentioned that African customers are increasingly spending more time on their devices rather than, for example, on television.
Yes.
So can you elaborate on that?
Absolutely. If there was a statistics report that came out from Millwall Brown, sort of December 2014, just a couple of months ago, that suggested that South Africans, on average, spend around 316 minutes every day on their mobile phones, tablets, and laptops combined, and they spend only 115 minutes on television.
So we're actually talking 5 hours versus 2 hours.
That's
Am
correct.
I correct?
That's correct.
All right.
And those numbers are also very similar for the rest of Africa. So in Nigeria, it's 302 minutes spent combined on all devices online and 131 minutes spent on TV. In Kenya, the numbers are very similar as well. It's 132 minutes or thereabout spent on TV, and it's just under 300 minutes that is spent online. So the trend is very, very significant, because what it shows is that if you have a video and ad on YouTube, people are 5 times more likely to see it than they had to see it on TV. Wow. That's really, really powerful.
So basically, when we talk about YouTube, we talk about great positioning.
Yes.
We talk about a bigger time spent on internet devices. Absolutely. By African users. And also we talk about engagement. So you can really create a better connection with your customers, and a connection that actually even lasts longer.
Absolutely.
So thank you, Gbenga, for being with us. In our next videos, we're going to talk about some YouTube strategies for SMBs in order to get the best out of YouTube. So thank you for watching and stay tuned.